Good afternoon. What up, son of Wall Street? Michael Lunderfall, if I didn't butcher that. All right, we need to see what we got going on here. Got a couple things I got to update. Can do those now. Let's close this down here. Make sure that's off. It is. Okay. Oh. I'm going to open my Ninja. Excuse me one second. Going to open up my Ninja here to test the copier. Want to see how it's doing this afternoon. Just going to take a little test trade on it. And then I may just try it individually. Room Beats, what up? Room Beats in the house. All right. Got Ninja open. It won't let me move anything though. I think what we'll be doing is turning the let's see here. Trade, yep. Alright, let me move this over here. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to test, let me move things. I got to move a few things around here. Alright, let me test this way. Alright, first things first. I'm just going to enter like a test trade, but still want to make it one where it's kind of makes sense still. All right. Got that set up. I got to mark the levels out here. Haven't done that yet. Guess we can do that. What up, George Connors? How's it going? Good afternoon. Or morning. I don't know. Whatever it is where you're at. All right. Sorry about that. I guess they didn't know I was live in here, so they're in there yakking, talking. I'm like, yo, chill. Oh, let's go, George. Yeah, I mean, I hate that I'm not streaming normally when you can watch, but we here. All right, let me kind of mark out. I need to mark out that gap, that new week opening gap. Let me do that while I'm thinking about it. Where's it? It's down here, right? Yeah. My levels and stuff kind of disappeared. Where's that new week opening gap at? So midnight. Okay, there it is. Maybe that's the draw tonight. I don't really know. Haven't really done much analysis. I kind of thought that we'd be pushing up today, but unfortunately, we just are not. So there's the gap all the way up there. Is that my new logo? It's one I created a while back. You the man. Let's go, paintball. Yeah, I created that logo quite a while ago. I just never put it on my, never put it on the stream or anything. But we did create it a while ago. All right, we got the, I'm over here hitting the button like I need to do with that. All right, we got that, and we got the PM. No, that's not the PM low. That's the PM low. So that will be our level of interest there. And then the overnight low is all the way down there. Okay. This is the morning low as well. All right, what up, Mo? Let's go. Thank you, Mo. I'm working on a few things right now, Michael. I just haven't done it yet. Got a few things going. The Smart Greek. Oh, let's go. YouTube made you change it. What up, Floki? All right, so I'm kind of paying attention to the PM low here. Where's the PM high? It's kind of the PM high there. Saw a handlebar. Methodical boy on chat. No, that wasn't me. That's somebody else. They're in here too sometimes. Methodical boy. They're in here too. At times. So I'm kind of thinking if we can get below the PM low there, I'll be interested in maybe taking a short. I do kind of want to look. So we're not closed back below the hourly there, but what's the fib on this leg? A ways to go here. I'm going to mark out that 50% level. That's 50%. Let's mark that out. Max is on one tonight, guys. He has been barking up a storm since I got back in the house. Just ridiculous. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's on one. Maybe look for a little 50% pullback there. Just kind of denoting that area because, like, you know, it's kind of an area of interest. Your washing machine broke? Dang. Dishwasher broke? You need to just keep people out of your house. What up, Jonathan? Keep people out of your house. Let me give Max a little warning shot here. It's been wild tonight. You'll never be able to do YouTube. Yeah, exactly, Lost Penny. Exactly. Got to be careful there, bud. Dude, this dog today is just, I don't know. He's just being wild. Being wild. What up, Future Trader 5522? Exclamation point MM if you want to enter the giveaway. Hit the like button as well. Your dog's barking for Max. Good thing you can't hear him. Yeah, Michael, this is going to be a regular time going forward. I'll be like 8 to 10 for the most part. I own a little earlier today for no real reason, to be honest. But most days I'll be on 8 to 10. Probably be on 8 to 10 going forward. Oh, she heard him too. See, that's the beauty. She can hear him. He can't hear her. So he's so wild. Like, it doesn't matter if anybody like I mean, there's nobody even outside. You know, it's just a dog. It's just what they do. They love to bark. They love to back, to get a little back going. So what did we do at open today? I didn't even look to see where the previous day close and stuff was. Let me see. Not really anything, huh? We're in a very tight range, 30 points. Uh, 578.50. The close. So that's going to be the new previous day close there. We'll mark that out. The open's just barely above there, so I'm probably not even going to mark it out. What up, Lily? Comment. How you doing? Remember, guys, 90% off Apex does end tomorrow. 91% off ends tomorrow for Bulanox. Code MM on Bulanox. Code MYTH on Apex. Funded Futures Network did just come back with a buy one, get one free. Code MM. Code MM on every other prop firm. Lucid. Code MM. My Funded Futures. Code MM. Rapid account, get 20% off. Take Profit Trader. Code MM. Trade Day. Code MM. You know the deal. How you find trading this? Is it profitable? You can be, Michael, if you're very patient. I find at this time of night you want to go for base hits. You know, 20 to 25 points at the most. Probably 10 to 15 is a little safer. So, but yeah, I mean, it's very slow. The home appliances stop working when the wife is sick. Could be. Yeah, I'm on micros. 100% on micros. Kind of hanging out below the opening range from this morning right now. I'm waiting to see if we get through the PM low there. Just kind of see what happens there. So, what up, Punisher? What are you up to? How much risk per trade? Usually like 10 to 20 points, something like that. Just depends. If we get below the PM low, it'll be a 1-to-1, 25 for 25. That's what we'll go for. What up, Alexi? Good morning. Slow grind to the downside. Yeah, it kind of feels that way, Lost Penny, right? I mean, like I said, we got that new week opening gap down there, lower. We had the 50% of the push up down there at 486. So that, like, I don't know if we make it here tonight, but here makes a lot of sense, right? So I'm thinking 486. That's about the the range of the evening stream. The evening time, you usually get about a 100-point move on a normal, slow-ish night. So we'll see. I'm going to go in 1 to 2 micros. Just that's it. Maybe 1 or 2. Just depends on the trade. Nothing crazy. 1 to 2. One to 2 micros. That's what we going for. Nice little push here. So I'm going to see if we can get below that PM low. That's $20, Michael. $20. It's not a lot of money. In the Asia session, I'm typically looking, or Globex Asia, whatever you want to call it, I'm looking for like between 20 and 50, or somewhere around $50. Exactly, Lost Penny, 10 to 15 points. Seems like it's going to break. It's trying. It's definitely trying, but it's very slow. Very slow. Very, very slow. Sorry I keep coughing in y'all's ear. I'm going to try to mute the mic when I do that. I keep forgetting. Gold's kind of breaking too. Let me see. ES holding up here at the 42 level. What's oil doing? Oil kind of just grinded higher all day. Silver, sideways. Pushed up and made a new high this morning, but sideways since. Gold, sideways, for sure. Sideways, sideways. What up, Corey the Phone Trader? How you doing, bud? I always picture Corey sitting there with like 8 phones. That's what Barbie told me. You have like 7 or 8 phones or something crazy. Picture you sitting there making some trades. See what we can get on this push down. Again, I kind of want to see it get below the PM low down there at 548. And then we'll look. We'll look. Chilling with the 3 phones. All right. We don't want to take it too far. 3 phones it is. Three phones it is. Taking a boiler room with that many phones, yeah. Trading in a boiler room. I don't think I could trade from a phone. Maybe I could. I don't know. Maybe so. What up, Golden Eagle? How's it going? Hit that like button on your way in, guys. Exclamation point MM in the chat if you want to be in the giveaway. Giving away a 50K core My Funded Futures account. That's the giveaway tonight. Let's see how many sales away we are from Take Private Trader giveaway. Probably quite a few. I think you got to get to level 2 to get to the first giveaway. Yeah, so currently to this month we've had 31 sales, and we need a total of 100 sales to get to 250K accounts. So we need another 70 sales to get to the giveaway. We'll get there eventually. We will get there eventually. That's what happens. Let's see what Mancini was talking about over here. I didn't even post the newsletter yet. Today was mostly a trend day higher, and there was little to do but hold runners. Normal to see some pullback or consolidation. As always, we don't predict. 43 to 45 is the first support down. That's right there where we're at. It's well tested in weak. Instead of bidding directly, it's best to wait for the shelf to flush and recover. Down to 38. Potentially. Or 35 because of how noisy the zone was. It's best to wait for 47 to clear before longing. All right. What up, Sappy? A little bounce here. Still just kind of displaced lower there, and then just holding this level. Kind of creating an idiot box here. Could kind of short the top of this level if we wanted to. Man, I need some cough drops. We need some cough drops. All right, let me open the Discord here. Let's post this newsletter. Let's get it posted so everybody can see. Coming into the macro here in about 20 seconds. Nice little, trying to push lower anyway. Keeps bouncing top of this little short idiot box that is created. Does it take TPT a while to create Tradeovate accounts? I've always done Rhythmic in the past. Not really. Tradeovate should be quicker, I would imagine. Should be quicker. All right. All right, let me put this newsletter in here. Z White in the house. What up? I've got too many tabs open here. Not going to be paying too much attention to you guys for just a minute here while I post this. And we'll be right back with you there. We shorting that 400-point move. Want to see that 25,416 again. What up, Pegasus? Happy New Year. All right, still trying to post this. As soon as I'm done, we'll take a look. Again, it's kind of like in a tricky spot. Not so much, but like just looking for a spot to be able to get in short. And I think that that's going to be waiting for the PM low to kind of be broken. And then from there, we can look to short into that 50% level. Probably go 25 for 25 on the short is probably what we'll look to do. All right, got everything posted. So still moving down here. Pushing it lower. ES kind of losing that 42 level. I think, what did Mancini say? 43 to 45 or something. So maybe a push there. Let's draw that out. So yeah, it's kind of what I'm looking for there. Some little bit of a push lower, and then we will we'll see what we can do there. If we can kind of close below the PM low here, I'll look for a bounce, and then we'll look to maybe take it down to the 50% mark at 486 potentially. 25 points is typically what I would look for off that level, with about the same size of a stop, 2 micros. Wool, what are we doing? Pine? Who's Pine? All right, first trade of the Asia session. Let's go, Lost Penny. Nice job. Again, if you're just joining us, exclamation point MM in the chat. You do have to be subscribed. Hit the like button because I need as many likes as we have viewers. So Pine's online too. Yeah, he always is. I mean, but his code's maybe half as good as mine. Let's be honest. It's maybe half as good. Let's go, Lost Pennies. Nice. What am I doing, Roll? Nothing. I'm just waiting. Waiting. What up, Sammy? First time here. Let's go. KT Mash. Welcome in. Thank you. You've heard of Pine Tree Trader. Say hello to the oak tree. I love it. Is that Mo? That's got to be Mo. Nah, that ain't Mo. That's not dirty enough to be Mo. Oh. Yeah, I think 15 points is fine. I just that PM low, PM high trade, like that's a trade where you typically go for the 25 points. What's Pine giving away tonight? I should pull them up. Lucid, that slacker. I gave my Lucid away to you guys last night. All right. Let me. I'm gonna pull Pine up. I'm gonna jump into the giveaway over there. Watch. I'm gonna jump into this giveaway. Why not? Oh, okay. Gonna start a stream and give away your virginity. Let's go. I like it. I like it. Oh, goodness. Can you switch between Ninja and Quantower for the same Bulanox BA? Yes. You can actually, you can't be connected at both at the same time, but you can switch back and forth. I'm thinking about taking a short here. I don't know. We'll see here. What are you doing, bud? Huh? Maxie came over to say hey. Max, you cannot. You are so crazy. Oh, say hello to everybody. You're really frustrated? Yeah, me too, the music. I was so frustrated earlier. I don't know if you guys saw the copier issues I had. Hello? Hello? I figured I'd show you guys my wiener. I figured I'd show y'all my wiener. Pine Tree's more famous? F him. F Pine Tree. F him. All right, get up there. Go. I'm just kidding. That's not Max? Yeah, that is Max. Thank you, Jack, for the admiration of my wiener. The admiration of my wiener. It's girthier than you thought. Yeah, Max does sound much bigger, Raul. I mean, he's 14 pounds. He's 14 pounds. 3 foot long. Rumors has it the viewers are bought from Pine Tree, maybe. Prop shop changes. Not really music. What was the details? I missed the thing today. Let's go, Lost Penny. Nice. All right. Oh yeah, I was gonna pull Pine up. I forgot. I forgot what I was doing. No more sim. So what are they doing music? What do you mean no more sim? Like they're just taking you straight to live? Pine's counting the mooses in his races as viewers. All live accounts, different targets to hit to get payout. Oh, come on. Yeah, Methodical Boy, I would either wait for us to get below the 548 or a little pushback up into the 570s potentially. Might not get back up there. That's crazy. All to all accounts. That's weird. I don't know how that's going to work. Am I a full-time trader? Yeah. Um. Yeah. So KT, that picture is from. I was a cable guy for. I started installing cable in 2005, and I stopped installing cable in 2023. So for 18 years, I installed cable. So that's a cable van. That's what we did. After 40 days of 250 plus, Alexi. So I do trade. I do trade full time. However, I'm going to make it clear, I don't live off my trading profits. I live off of the affiliates. You know, I don't want to. I want to make that clear. Trade day or Lucid? That's a tough one. I like the 1 day to pass on Lucid, but I also like the daily payouts on trade day. So depends on what you're kind of looking for. If you're looking to pass the eval a little quicker, I go with Lucid. If you're looking for a company that's a little more established, been around a long time, then I go with trade day. What up, Mr. Giant? So there's no pine tree is not naked running through the cornfields. Oh, yeah, KT, yeah. The good old divider gives it away, right? The good old divider. That actually, I love that van. That was a what kind of van was that? Oh, that's a big that was a big Chevy van. So really big. You could stand up in the back. It had like 7.5 foot interior, so you could stand up and walk around in there. You know, those vans with the shorter ceilings, man, I used to bang my head on those things all the time. So yeah, that van was nice. It was a Chevy. I don't know what it was called. Express, a Chevrolet Express van. That's what it was. Chevy Express, very nice. One of the nicer ones that I worked out of. I worked out of everything from like a Chevrolet S10, that would be my personal vehicle, to like a minivan, to like a Dodge Caravan. I did it all. The Methodical Express, that's right. Top of the hour here. The Chevy G20 Shorty, yeah, those are nice. I'm going to go ahead and stab here. I should probably wait for it to get back to the low of this candle. But let me just give a little bit of a stab. I think it's fine. Risk a few points here. 13, 14 points. Nothing crazy. ES is getting back above the 43 there. But where's the VWAP on the ES? Anybody know? Anybody watching the ES and know where the VWAP is? Market makers did not get you this time. You were so tempted to short. Yeah. I mean, I'm shorting here. It's fine. I think it's okay. I think it's an okay short. I don't hate it. If we get back down to 66, I'll move my stop down to this wick. So I don't like fighting these EMAs for my profit, but you know, it is what it is. It's fine. I don't mind a little stab short here, risk a little 13, 14 points. So we'll give it a shot here and see what happens. It did kind of have, I mean, nothing crazy. There was a small trend line there. I could even go break even on this next push into the 9. This is now the trigger for the long. So if we get back below 70, or not long, the short. So if we get back below 70, I'm going to move the stop down to the wick. Down to the wick. Let's go. 68.90. That's where your VWAP is on ES? Dang, that's way down there. Way down there. Gold said, sawed Venezuela and decided to go down. Oh. What's gold doing? Let me see. Again, we're kind of in one micro here, not doing much. What up, Hustler? Yes, breaking back above the 43. $10 to 10 points. This trade, I'm risking 73 to 87. Looking for 59. So it's a 1-to-1. It's like 14 to 14. What do we got going on, though? I mean, I guess it could push back up to 600. It could. This would be, the short trigger would be here. So I got in early. That would be a normal setup short trigger if we got it. But who knows? This is like 13 points for 13 points or 14 for 14, something like that. So what I'll do is we get below this line here, I'll move my stop down to this wick. I kind of just jumped in there without really waiting for the trigger. That's okay. All right, now it's triggered short. There's the stop. Now we're risking 9 points for whatever, 13 or 14. We're looking for them to make new lows now. That's the idea. Excuse me. $59. I mean, yeah, could still push 10 more points. Could. Let's see if we make a new low here. Feels like we might. All right. See what happens. If we could just push through the low here, that'd be ideal. May go for a little more here and just move the stop into break even at the low. It's kind of what I'm thinking here. Can it get through that low there is the question. Get through that low there. I think we just found the top of the 4 hour, possibly. I'm going to go for a little bit bigger of a move here. Yes. Kind of trapped back above that 43. I think ES wants to come back down and test 38, maybe even 35. So it's kind of my thought process here. Below that low at 60, I think we run pretty quickly into that PM low, but we have to break the low. If we hold the low here, you might get a little pushback up, 75 maybe. So this is kind of my thought process. But I think if we get through the 60 here, you're going to see a bit of expansion lower. A little bit of an expansion lower. And I will go break even there. We don't really want that to be like a soup level. We want it to expand through there. Trying to be patient here with this. Again, I could just take the low for 13 points. And there's nothing wrong with that. We are at a pivot point right here, 564 as well. Again, below 548, I'm looking for it to run down to that 50%, down into the 480s potentially. Good name for a problem code. Prop firm strip club. Account discount strip club. Yeah, it could be. It could be. I want to see expansion below this low. All right, there's my break-even stop. I want to see expansion. This is what we want to see. That looks good. Continue. No, don't wick down. Don't wick. Come on, man. Don't wick this. Don't wick it. Don't wick it, bro. Wick, 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 wick. We don't want it to wick right here. We want it to continue lower. I guess I could lock some in, but like, I mean, it could bounce easy, but. All right, we'll lock in 5 points. I think the stop is safer at break even, though, to be honest. I mean, I guess I got to remember what time of day it is when I ask for expansion, right? Maybe this is consider expansion. Typical volume for this time, an annoying grind lower, exactly. Here we go. Can we get the PM low? We're only like 7 or 8 points away. 6 or 7 points away. 6, 7, bro. I mean, this could be a good soup area. You could look for a little bit of a bounce off that 48. A quick 10-point bounce off that 48 is completely reasonable in my opinion. Possible soup. We waiting so long? AK, we're short right now. We are short. Not in real life, but on the charts. We are not a short king in real life. But we're a short king on the charts. Let's go. 540 is yesterday's value area high as well. That is good information to know. I'm going to go ahead and lock in 10 points, I guess. I don't know if it makes sense, though. I'm not going to lock in 10, but I think it's probably safe to move the stop down here. Probably safe. Let's see. Guess I'll lock in 10 here. I think it's still going to go. So this year we can copy my trades. I would not recommend copying anybody's trades, Raul. Ever. Don't do it. I'm going to move this back to break even. No real point in trailing here. I think this is the draw. So there's no real point in trailing. It's just going to trail me out and then go to where I think it's going to go. If you agree with my analysis, if you and I are thinking alike and you want to take the trade, then yeah, sure, that's fine. But it's up to you. You gotta be willing to do that on your own. You said you copy you, but the other way around. Yeah. How much is the take profit? It's at 48.50. That's about 20 points, 25 points. So it'd be $50. Oh, could drop to 540 now. I think so too. What up, Omnius? I mean, I could even target lower here. I could target the 538s, but you know. What up, Tony? Tony's here. Tony's here, guys. He's no longer on the toilet. No, Tony said he was working last night. He was working. He had the stream up, but he was working though. I feel bad. Get in there, Tony. I want to lock in a little profit, but then I remember this time of night, like you really can't move your, it's not good to move your stop. Not good to move the stop. New 5-minute candle here in 35 seconds. If you guys don't mind, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're watching and you are not subscribed. We do appreciate it. We do stream 9:15 a.m. 5 days a week for the New York, and we are on with Bull Barbie on My Funded TV at 11:30 to 12:30 Eastern Time, 5 days a week. And then we are going to be streaming 8 to 10 p.m. in the evening. Sometimes I will start earlier, like today. Today we got on about 6:30. We'll go through 10. I've been trading like 3.5 years, I think, AK, that we figured out last night, something like that. 3.5 to 4 years, somewhere in there. Mac's getting a little grumble going. Hey, what you grumbling at? I don't mind longing kind of off that 50 level, like 40, I don't know, the 48.50. Uh-oh, let's go. Seth, welcome to the Methodical Crew. Thank you for your subscription. You the man. My favorite indicators is I like the VWAP. I use the 9, the 21, and the 50 EMA on the 2-minute chart. And I like the pivot points. I don't really use anything other than that, I don't think. I don't really use much. Oh, come on. There's that new candle, huh? Come on, Broski. Yeah. Would have called him. Yeah, the MACD's fine. I used to use the MACD. I do use the ATR as well. But, I mean, ATR, the indicators are more or less for, like, just kind of an idea, you know, like trend and things like that. I'm not necessarily using them for entries and exits for the most part. I may have to put this back to up here. Although it did already break the low. Yeah, I don't know if I want to let this kind of go back. I don't know. Tough spot here. Do we leave the stop there, or do we put it at break even? I think we just leave the stop up here. $50K core, let's go. Oh. So if you don't go based on indicators, what made you enter the short here? We have a displacement right there, a bearish fair value gap that we just pushed up into and held. So that's solely what I entered it on. We pushed up, we held it. I waited for a little bit of confirmation before I kind of jumped in, but, or actually I think I entered it before we even got to that gap, but maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't remember. And also, you know, kind of lower lows, lower highs, right? Kind of in this downtrend or whatever, this down range. But here's the thing, I mean, like, eventually this thing's going to break, you know, it might break through there and retest the highs. But we don't know, right? We don't know. Yeah, a little channel. That's what it's called, a channel, descending channel. Thank you. Yeah, it could be a good time to short. Top of the channel. Must be able to match market conditions, which is 70% of the time the market is in a consolidation phase. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Very, very true. What's good, Lena? Instaford. Back below 63 here. It should move pretty quickly. Theoretically. ES pushed back up, tested the 43 there. Kind of rejecting off of it for now. Get back below this 9 EMA here, 64, 62 area. I think we can move decently quick back to the bottom of the channel. So, there we go. Back testing the 63 there. Like to see it just kind of go here. If it breaks this 1 minute gap, I think you got to clear. I mean, you got to clear short here between below 63.25. If the 1 minute can close below 63.25, this thing should just run straight through the lows there. Should. So kind of watching the 1 minute here. Could kind of add to it if I wanted to. Scam indicator. I don't know. I don't hate the view up. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. What would be kind of the TP here? Maybe like 7, 8 points. I don't know. What up, Silva? Could potentially still stab. Again, I mean, what is a channel though? Like, what is a channel at this point? I mean, basically it's trend line liquidity. So like, you could rip through here and run back to the high. You never know. It could. 30-minute closure in 2 minutes as well. Yep, true. You just opened a take profit account. Didn't know you had a discount code. Yes, I do. I got a discount code for almost everything. Yeah, this is 2 minute chart, Silva. I like the EMAs on the 2 minute a little better than the 1 minute. Don't ask me why, but I just do. I like the 50 EMA like on the 1 minute a lot. Maybe we touched the 50 there. I don't know. Did we? Yeah, we did. So we're at the 50 on the 1 minute. A little push above, a little push back below. So let's see. I mean, she could rip up through there with that new candle opening up. She could. I'm not saying that she can't. Let's see how this candle opens up. Got a little pushback up here. I mean, this really could just go. It could. The 5 minute is a little bit, it's right there at it. 4 seconds. I think you keep it forever, Raul. I think you can keep it forever. Well, the 2 minute, the candles with the 30-minute candles in the story is different. Is it? Well, the 5 minutes kind of looks that way too. Kind of looks that way too. I don't usually watch a 30-minute chart. I guess I'll pull it up. Let me see what it looks like. I mean, wicks on both sides of that 30-minute candle. What's the hourly? Yep, kind of the same there. I'm going to add to this, guys. Below here, I'm going to add a couple of little scalperoonies for a couple of pebbles, a couple of cookies, as Rune likes to say. A couple of cookies. A couple of cookies. Let's see here. Oh, my arm hurts. Disciplined Futures Trader, what up? Guys, I went to bed last night. I didn't even take any pain medicine or anything for my arm. Still hurts today. I need to take something for it. And I didn't even make an appointment today. I forgot. I forgot to make an appointment. You guys didn't remind me? What's going on? Come on, guys. You gotta remind me of that. Well, what's it gonna be? What's she gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, bad boys? Bad boys, bad boys. Yeah, still kind of holding below the 43 there. Giving me some confidence that's probably going to go down. It's so funny because my oldest daughter, Summer, she used to sing that song whenever it came on all the time. Bad boys, bad boys. She loved that song. Yeah, she used to love that show. Still trying to stay below the VWAP. Is the VWAP in the right spot? I don't even know. The scam lot? The scam WAP? Is the scam WAP in the right spot? I know 100% that Lost Penny knows where the VWAP is. 100%. He knows. Yeah, I'm short. Only on the charts, though. Only on the charts we're short. Bouncing off the pivot point there again. So with 1 micro, 10 points, I need to take 250 winning trades in a row to make 5K. I mean, Room, you trying to make me do math? 10 points. Let me get the calculator out. $20 times 250 is 5K. In fact, it is. Many have described your stomach as the volume weighted average. Let's go. I like it. I like it. I'm considering just taking this at this pivot. Let's take it at that pivot. Surely it'll pop through that pivot this time. Surely it wouldn't just tickle my take profit and then not get there. Surely it wouldn't do that. $10 points, 1 micros. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, I mean, I think you'll be fine. I don't hate it. Add to it in spots that make sense. Well, they didn't want to get me there. It's really holding up at that pivot strong there, huh? There we go. Finally got me out there. Should finally get through there. Let's see. Oh, we're getting a little spinning wheel of death over there. What's going on with that? All right, I'm going to take that one there. All right, I like it now. Let's see some expansion here. The target is now kind of bottom of the channel, right? Headed on sim, not apex. Oh, dang, I hate it when that happens. You took your first cash out of your 150K TPT today. Let's go. Nice job, Silva. Great job. Do I go for a bounce off the 48? I don't know. I mean, I don't think longing 48 is a horrible idea for 10 points. Like, is that horrible? I don't think so. 25,400 is yesterday's point of control. How low or high do I think EQ is going tonight? Tough to say, AK. I would say at least probably 538. More than likely 486. I would lean to being down to the 486. I'm considering a bounce trade on a couple of the funded accounts over here. I'm considering a little soup at the 48.50. Considering it. I think you could try it there with just a 10-point risk, 10-point stop, 10-point take profit. I'm not going to do it, but I think you could. A little double bottom action. ES right there at the low. Got to break through there. 480 is one of the lows of the days you have marked for. 480 is 50% of the range. 486. So if we go back to this move up, if we zoom out, and you fib this entire move up, you fib the move up here. That's where did I fib it from? From the open. So I fibbed it from the open to here. That's 50%. So what up, futures floor? Oh, 548 is just the PM low. So the low from the afternoon session from earlier today. So between noon and 4 p.m., the low. 30 points on the day. Let's go. Nice job. 2 trades, no losses. I like it. I like it. All right, we're just kind of watching here, guys. We're in the short. This thing's moving so slow, but let's see if this thing can... It will go up again to 566. I mean, I don't doubt it. I could potentially do that. I mean, obviously, if it's going to hold this same channel, like it's kind of been doing, then it, you know, really kind of holding the channel there. I'd like it to test the bottom of the channel first here. If we get below the low here, it's going to move quickly. You'll join the short if you can get in at 61. You've been spamming Bollinger Band bounces, breaking my rules, but making monies. Let's go. Jack Frost, the thing is, like, a lot of times during these slower sessions, it'll ride the EMA, right? It'll ride one of these EMAs. It'll ride something. So when you see it doing that, it's nothing wrong with just taking the trades off that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. So yeah, we're just waiting here. 8 o'clock, we're going to definitely probably get influx of volume, but I would prefer to be out of this trade by then, to be honest. Would prefer to be out of it. Lost Penny added the VWAP to trading 5 years ago and is still using the VWAP to this day and completely doesn't. It takes every trade off of the VWAP. That's a Lost Penny. That's excellent strategy, man. I love that for you. I love that for you, Lost Penny. Guys, we're at 8367 subscribers. 67, bro. Yeah. Max said I'll flop my hairs around. What times am I noticing the most volatility? 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Yeah. 9:30 at the New York Open. This time of night, 8 o'clock. London, 3 o'clock. I mean, really, that's about it. So 8, 3, and 9:30. On the New York sessions, you trade 5 contracts. On the Asian sessions, you trade 3 contracts. Let's go. Yeah, AK, tough to say. It's really tough to say on that, right? 11:30 Eastern sometimes when London closes, you get some volatility. Power hour maybe would be one of the things. 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, it's tough to know. It's gonna be tough to know. Come on, punch on down there and take out that low. Punch it on through there. I'd appreciate it. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Lost Penny, as long as you recognize that for yourself, right? That's all that matters. Getting a little push back up here. I don't know that it's going to get me out before the top of the hour. We do have a new 15-minute candle here in about 30 seconds. I think it's going to the 48.50, but who knows? Worst thing you can actually do is increase size when you have a good quarterly. There's no consistency by the end of the year. Yeah. All right, here's that new candle. Have I ever made a collab with Dodgy? Nah. Zero collabs, zero collabs. Dodgy doesn't do too many collabs. And I don't really think that it would bring much return to his channel to do that with me, so I don't think he would. You got a lot of these bigger YouTubers, not saying Dodgy's one of them, because I don't know, but who don't want to kind of support smaller YouTubers because it takes away from their money. So could potentially lose some followers to the person that you're supporting. So are we friends? No, not really. I don't know him. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I don't know Dodgy at all. I've spoken to him a couple of times in DMs, but that's been a couple of years ago at this point. Couple of years ago at this point. If you guys haven't already, enter the giveaway, ! MM in the chat. Hit that like button. Appreciate you. You tried Discord during the summer. It was so chaotic. Yeah, Jack Frost, I've used it before. I tried it out as well. I did the 1 week free trial. That's the reason why I spoke to him a couple of years ago. I think it was maybe a couple of years ago. And I don't know. It was because I was learning that strategy, right? And he was all over the place saying, 90, what did he say? He hadn't lost a trade in, I don't even know how many months he had said. He had said he hadn't lost a trade in like 6 months or something like that. So it always makes you curious, right? And then, anyways, then you go in there into the Discord and you kind of see how he's doing things. He doesn't really call out, I mean, he doesn't trade, what do you call it? Basically, he's not taking the trades in front of you. He might show his trades after the fact, for the most part. He might show his trades after the fact. He'll be like, oh, do you want to see my executions? I'm not saying he's doing this, but what I'm saying is that can be manipulated very, very easily. When a trade fails, he says he didn't take it. When a trade wins, he says he took it. That sort of thing. So, I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't think it helped me in any way, so I did not stay in the Discord. Plus, I was only really there to kind of like see if there was some sort of intricacies that he was doing that maybe he wasn't sharing for free, but there really weren't. There really wasn't. So like most of the stuff for that strategy is shared for free on YouTube by him and many other people. I still use that strategy during New York, but for the most part, I just take like the A+ setups. I don't take the in between ones, the B's, the B+, that sort of stuff. Pine is dressed like a moose. Yeah, he does that sometimes. Matt Cords and Trey Trades. I don't know who that is. So, yeah, futures floor is the thing. It's like, what's going on? What up, Oracle? How you doing? Yeah, he's like, oh, I haven't lost a trade in 6 months. But then I got in there and I realized, And again, I'm not saying he's doing this, but like he'll show you his executions, but the chart trader is hidden. Um, right? The chart trader is off, and like you have no idea. I mean, I could be on a sim account now, and you would know, right? So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not saying he's doing that, but it's just strange how, like, if a trade loses, he didn't take it. If a trade wins, he took it. That's all I noticed. And it just can be deceptive. I'm not saying he's doing that, but like I said, it's a possibility. Easy for me to say that I won 6 months in a row if I did it that way. So. Pine Tom, Alpine Tim. Yeah, I don't know Alpine all that well, but I know I know Tim and Tom and Pine. So, we're talking about Dodgy Room. And I also see him post, like, still in that short. Yeah, I'm still in the short, Jonathan. I also have seen him post on Twitter. So, like, I've seen him post on Twitter before, like, you know, he'd be like, oh, you know, setup of the day, and it'll be a setup that I know somebody who's still in his premium Discord now, and they'll be like, he didn't even take that trade in the Discord. He didn't even take that trade live. But he posted it. I don't know. Nice guy. He is a nice guy. He's a young dude. So, I like the guy. I would just say, you know, just be aware. Just be a little wary. I mean, you don't really have to pay for anything. Paying for stuff is kind of like, you know, I mean, can it help you? Maybe, to get started. But ultimately, you do need to figure it out yourself. Yeah, I like Alpine. Him and I have just never spoken really at all. I like Alpine, though. We just haven't really spoken. Which is a little weird because, you know, Alpine's good friends with Nutty, and Nutty and I are good friends. So. Okay, so Lucid's coming out with a new sale. What is this new sale? 35% off all 25K and 50K evals. 30% off all other plans. New traders to Lucid get an extra 10% off their first 2 accounts. Oh, well, that's not until 8 p.m. My bad. 8 more minutes, guys. So you didn't hear me say that. I didn't say that. I did not say that. Not supposed to say that. Oops. Which is better, Zach, between Lucid and who? Right now I'm trading on Quantower with Buell and Ox. Still doing the poker nights? Yeah, when they have them. Yeah, the leaks. Oops, Jack Frost. I was reading it out loud, and then it says, do not leak this before 8 p.m. Oops. The stream went down for the last 2 minutes. I don't know. I was talking about Lucid. I can't say it again for another. I'll say it again in 7 more minutes. How about that? They got a new promo dropping. Yeah, I don't mind poker, Mystic Rick. I mean, it's just, you know, whenever they set it up. What up, Matty Matt? I mean, I guess we could do one together. Like, we don't really have to do it with Cove and them if we don't want to. I actually prefer playing for real money. I would like to set it up to where we have like a sit and go for real money. You have like a 2-table sit and go. So, no, I'm not getting out AK. Am I friends with Kellyanne? I thought I was, Jack Frost, but then she blocked me on Discord. She got upset with me because of what Matt was saying. I think this is my assumption. I don't know. Matt was like talking stuff about the smaller streamers and stuff. And while I did not agree with the stuff that he says, I don't agree with it. I'm not the type of person that like can't be cordial with someone and disagree with them, right? That's just not my personality. I can be cordial with you and we can disagree on something. That's fine. But yeah, so I think that she thought I was a bit of a sellout, I guess, because I mean, I'm guessing here she hasn't said this because maybe I didn't, you know, walk away from my funded TV or whatever the case may be when those statements were made by Matt. So I don't know. Matt did reach out to me privately. He did apologize. He did say that he did not mean anything towards me by the statements, but you can take it for what it will, you know, what it will be. So yeah, I thought we were friends. We were friends before that, but then she blocked me on Twitter, or not Twitter, on Discord. So I'm not sure why. I don't really know. I don't know, really know. But I like Kellyanne. Never had a problem with her. Bring back the Tariff War in 2026. Yeah, the channel broke, but you know, I'm still gonna hold it. It could be a bit of a bear flag on the 5-minute potentially. If I get stopped here, I don't. It's not really a lose. It's kind of break even because I've already taken what a couple of them off. You banned her the first week, so. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a problem with Kelly, but you know, she, like I said, she did block me on Discord. I reached out to her and I sent her a message on Discord and it didn't go through. So I was just like, oh, okay, I guess she blocked me. I mean, either she blocked me or she just ignored me. I don't know. So this was her last message. I'll read it to you. She said, Matt Kywert is building a taste for affiliates as cockroaches, which is likely by design to justify what some props want to do. Keep a handful of salary influencers. You all need to put pressure on these props to correct him. I am. That was the last message she sent me. And while I don't agree with the things that he was saying, I can't do anything about it, you know? And also, I can't afford to give up, you know, it's not like I can walk away from the money that I'm making. Can't necessarily walk away from the money I'm making there either. You know what I mean? I don't think Kellyanne's never been on My Funded Futures TV. She's never been live as far as like face to face, right? Right, Oracle. So, I mean, I like her passion when it comes to something she disagrees with. I mean, I really do like her passion. But unfortunately, I can't put my money at risk. Whether I disagree with a situation or not, you know, I can't put my money at risk, right? I'm not, I don't make the kind of money that she makes. I just don't. I don't make the money she makes. I don't know what she makes, but I've heard, I've heard some numbers. So, and it's pretty insane. It's probably like 5x per month what I make, if I had to guess. If I had to guess. But who knows? And again, I don't have anything against Kelly. I mean, I really don't. I reached out to her. What did I reach out to her about? I think I was asking her. Oh, I just asking her how she was doing. Just said, hey, how have you been? And like I said, maybe it's a thing where she's just so busy, she's just hadn't got back to respond. I don't know. Because I still see her messages and it still says Kellyanne, so maybe she didn't block me. I don't know. So, what up, David? No, not from trading. We're just talking about affiliates. I have no idea what she makes from trading. So, 100% Nutty. What? Nutty loves Kellyanne. I don't think, like I said, Nutty's kind of similar to me. Like, and this is the way you should be, right? You can disagree with someone and still be friends with them, right? And if you can't disagree with somebody and still be friends with them, I don't want you as my friend, right? So, hopefully she's not offended by the fact that I'm still working at My Funded TV. Because like at the end of the day, like I said, you should be able to disagree with somebody and still be friends with them. So, in my opinion. They did not have no secret affair. Oh, that's hilarious. But Kellyanne did help me get paid with Fast Track. They owed me a large sum of money, and they at least paid me probably 40% of it. She did help facilitate that, so I will always be grateful to her for that. So, you like the backstage stuff? Yeah. Yeah, there's the Tokyo Open. She going. She going. I mean, that's the thing. Nutty and Kellyanne, they have, like they don't see eye to eye either. But you know, there should always be a little bit of a respect thing there. That's all it is. So I do think this thing's probably going to push lower here. We kind of got a little trend line liquidity built up here down to the downside. Now, the only thing you could say is like, what's stronger, this trend line to the upside or this trend line to the downside? Who knows? We don't really know, but you might can really get that potentially. Now, if it gets stopped out here, it's going the other way, right? It's just how it works. This is Shanghai Open and Tokyo Open, yeah. You heard a rumor? No. No way. Nutty is Nutty loves his wife, man. He's with his wife there. And again, I'm okay if this stops me out. It's going up all night. I mean, it might. I don't know, AK. It might. It might. It like if it starts to run this, if it does stop me out and it starts to run this, then I would think that it goes to here at least, right? I wouldn't mind taking a long off that PM low down there. Oh, let's not break up happy homes. Exactly. She owes us that 100 to 380 level. She does. She still owes us. We need the money. What up, Team Massive? Yeah, it is Lost Penny for sure. I try to avoid the drama for the most part. The only drama that I've really dipped my toe in is the Black Swan videos that I made. But other than that, I really avoid the drama if I can. But listen, there's a lot more stuff I could put out there that I just don't. That's a Tory trend line. It is. Tory trend line's a couple of things above you too. A couple of persons. You want to see Jello wrestling with the ladies of trading? Matty Matt. Oh. A little Jello wrestling. Oh, but Kellyanne obviously is very good at marketing, right? She's good in a like. Here's the thing with YouTube and stuff. Like, you got to be good at marketing. You need to be good at kind of stirring the pot. Being polarizing is the word I use, right? Being very polarizing, because that's what Kellyanne is. That's what Patrick is. Most successful channels are very polarizing. You either like them or you hate them. There's no in between. But here's the thing about being polarizing. People who don't even like you are still going to watch you. They're still going to subscribe to you because they want to see you fail. If you fail, they want to know about it, right? If and when you fail, they want to know. So, being polarizing, being controversial, that is what sells. And unfortunately, that's just not me. LR above, yes, it is. It is so low for sure. We got it marked out there. But, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the stronger draw here? The PM low with a little LR below, because we do have some here, or this larger LR. My lean is I would like it to kind of do that. But, who knows? You love watching people make huge amounts of money? Let's go. Or lose it? Yeah, for sure. If you wanted to hurt Nutty Bar, break up his marriage, I just got this house and still has a lawnmower. Room, yeah, there's a lot of them. I don't know. I mean, I try to block them as I see them, but, what can you do? You like Damn Good Trading? Oh, Damn Good Trading today blew 40 funded accounts. Holy cow. Did he really? Kyle had been doing a lot better in, like, not blowing those accounts and stuff, and then I guess he, I'm about to switch to long, guys. Yeah, Kyle, he was up, like, I don't know the exact number, but I remember, like, in the first month or two of the year last year, he was up, like, 200K. And then he ended the year red. I'm like, that's just brutal, right? Just brutal for that to happen. You don't like to see that to anybody. You don't want to see that happen to anybody. Brutal. Yeah, YouTube is a business, and that's why people who say, oh, I didn't start my YouTube channel to make money. What? Yes, you did. There's not a single person that started a YouTube channel and started streaming not to make money. They are a liar if they tell you that. I started my YouTube channel to make money, just like 100% of every other person. Like, I started it to offset the cost of trading, right? So, anyone who says that they didn't start the YouTube channel to make money, they started the channel to teach you or to, whatever. Complete bullshit. They started it to make money. 100%. I have no idea about Rocket Scooter, Alexi. I have no clue. Thank you, Silva. I appreciate that. Some people just have an important message. Yeah, it could be. It could be. Yeah, I mean, that's why, I started to make money. That's same reason Mo started his OnlyFans. Exactly. Lambo is the exception. Yeah, exactly. He's the exception. Hold on, let me show you his DMs. Let's bring his DMs to the light again. The ones that aren't him, Let's find it. Oh, man. Let's read one just for fun. Let's read one just for fun. It'll be fun. Why not? Let's do it. Here we go. I mean, it's all in the video, but we'll show you guys anyway. Oh, what does he want to do here? What's his spiel? Oh, he wants to sell the fantasy. Sell the fantasy. He's not happy with his first week. He made $75. He made $100 in his first week. It took me like 5 months to make $100 a week. So he tolerated a lot of bullshit today on stream. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you're not a cocky asshole, you won't tolerate so much, right? Oh, did you? You deleted them? Futures for that would have been nice. So, that would have been nice. Get aggressive below 540 so we get that 500 break. I'm going to try. Can you get a payout with the fantasy? You can. Listen, I mean, I'm going to say like taking 700 winning trades. I mean, it takes some skill, right? You got to pick spots, but risking your whole account and having no risk management, that's the issue that I have. And then telling everybody that you teach under leveraging. I mean, what is an under leverage? I mean, that means that you're not risking your account, right? Well, if you're risking your account, that's over leveraging. It doesn't matter if you start with 1 micro or 50. So, you know, I'm not hating on his or what he's trying to do or what he does. I'm hating on the fact that he is a liar. That's all. Was this a young kid or 20-something-year-old? No. Matty Matt, I think he's like 65 years old. If I had to guess, probably would say like between 60 and 65. If I had to guess. If I had to guess. The Boomer. Like I said, I was nice to him. I was very friendly with him, even though at one point in time he did, he blocked me. He got mad. He got mad and like went on this tangent in my chat about how ICT is the best. Anything other than ICT sucks. And now he doesn't even trade ICT on a stream. And then also he went on a tangent about how terrible Apex was. Apex is the worst prop firm in history. They're terrible. And now, which prop firm is he pushing? Because now he gets paid from them. Apex. So, just all about, the thing. It's all about the money. The money, money, money. What up, music creator? SK, I like SK. We're not talking about SK. I don't know how old SK is. If I had to guess, what do you guys think SK is? Probably like same 60-year-old, 60 range. He could be a sneaky like 55, maybe. But I do think he's near that 60. So, I think so too. AK, I think so too. Listen, Lost Penny, like, the cult following, like I said, that's polarizing, right? And that's the same thing that he's doing. It's polarizing. You either like the guy or you don't. Simple as that. Fund of Futures Network is good. Use code MM. Yeah, they got buy one, get one free right now. All right, it's after 8 o'clock, so we can say Lucid Sale is 35% off. I'm going to get stopped here. Looks like we might long, guys. We might take a long. Getting stopped out. I might take a long here. Might. So 35% off all 25 and 50K accounts, evals, 30% off all other plans, get an additional 10% off if you are a new account holder. If you're just purchasing your first account, use code MM. Yeah, that's SK. Red Candles quit. I heard from a reliable source that Red Candles account got squashed by YouTube, but I don't know. I don't know 100%. I don't know 100%. Oh, yeah, exactly, Solo. One Willer, welcome to the Methodical Crew. Thank you for your subscription. You the man. I mean, broke structure here on the 5-minute. I'm going to wait got about a minute left on this candle. Did not make it down to that PM low, unfortunately. Yeah, it does look long. I'm going to wait. I'm not just going to jump in. So we get a little bit of a pullback here. I'm going to give it a little stab here. I mean, this could push right back down. I'm not going to give it a ton of room, but obviously we're still inside a 5-minute gap and a 2-minute gap. 582.50. I probably should take this one off at 82.50. Kind of a weak close there on the 5-minute. We're at the line in the sand. If it doesn't hold right here, I'm going to kill it. ES has got to hold above 43 here. If not, it's just a little grab to go lower. Because we have kind of started that. You know, we have a little trend line there lower as well. So let's see if it can hold here or not. Can we hold? ES pushing below the 43s already. I mean, I could probably hold this and work out of it with the idea that it's probably going to sweep into the 550s. I don't know if I want to do that, though. I might rather just take the loss. Let's give it a moment. I should have waited for the pullback. It didn't pull back quite enough for me. And I jumped in anyway. Exclamation point MM in the chat if you guys want to enter the giveaway. Hit the like button as well. Do appreciate it. We appreciate it. Do I like heat map? I like the heat map. I just don't use it. 10 point below the PM 538. That would make sense, right? I like if it helps you, anything that helps you, I'm not gonna be against, right? If you're a trader and you're like, oh, the book map or the heat map helps me, use it. So yeah, futures floor. That's the problem, right? Worked your way out of the short. Let's go, room. I mean, the thing is, I do think the short pays. I still think we take 548. Potentially. I mean, at some point. Just don't know when. Now, if we could push up here and put in kind of a 2-minute OB, I could theoretically put my stop kind of in that 565 area and then see if this thing can run. Let's see if we can do it. Been DCing long since 6:30. Let's go, George Connors. Let's go. So if we have a reversal, why not wait for the lower retest? AK, because we don't know if it's going to come. And I could. I'm going to tell you why I'm not. I'm going to show you why I'm not. So, in the Mancini newsletter today, we marked out, a sweep of 638, and then he's saying a close above 47 would kind of be a long. But I just know these levels so well. I know that if we can get above this level, back above this level with a little volume, that we should at least push some. So that's why I'm willing to risk it there and just kind of see if it can go. But this high, if we create a swing, if we push through this 8250 and we create a swing there, that could become a protected high. In which case, that could be a sign for us to kind of come back down and run this low resistance liquidity. Now, if price action's reasonable, this trend line liquidity that we created here is pretty huge. Now, when I was short, I said ideally, I'd like for it to sweep here, bounce, go, and then take this liquidity. But the market's never does exactly what you think, most of the time. So that being said, now it might be maybe the market wants to do that. I don't know. But the thing is, long or short at this time of the evening, you can work your way in and out of positions. And that's what I like about it. That's what I like about it. So, yeah, exactly, Lost Penny. You can see I'm already at break even quickly here. ES is approaching the 46 area. 47's that level of where we could possibly reject off of. We could just pop right through it. If we pop right through it, we're in. We're in the position. If we reject it, we're at break even. So, got to be in the game sometimes to make it, to at least make it work. AK, so I'm not saying trading is easier in the evenings. What I'm saying is it's more manageable, because if you get into a bad trade, as long as you start off with the appropriate size, you're able to work your way out of it much easier in the evenings, because the market is not one directional in the evenings. A lot of times it does this, right? Which means that if you're in a bad position, you're going to be able to get out of it. So the evenings make it a little bit easier for that. In New York, you can really, really be punished, because you can have a 500 or 600 point move go against you. The average the average overnight session is 100, 150 point range, right? So you're short. I think it's okay, Devin. Like I said, see how we react to that 597 level. So trading's never easier. Yeah, exactly. You're not wrong. I did start trading my funded accounts over the last 2 months in the evening, because it's a little bit the ability to kind of get out of it if you have a bad trade. All right, here's the ES, guys. What have we got drawn out here? Sweep of this, which didn't happen, but the test of this, the close above this, and we go to the moon. We go to the next level, which is 69.56. So this is the line in the sand. We close above this, we're going to 100% rip through this level. But this could be a rejection level. The first test usually doesn't get through there. So I would not be shocked here if we kind of get, that, and then the second test gets through there. So let's just kind of see. Oh, you're way over leveraged? Yeah, that sucks. I am not okay. What's that song? I'm barely getting by. Who's that? Jelly Roll. Yeah, I think that's a good spot to take a short scalp loss penny. A really good spot. And I might get stopped out. Now, theoretically speaking, I could probably put my stop down here. Like this would be the best spot for my stop. Because we can use this here. This level, this kind of gap here. If this doesn't hold, then we know we're probably going to run this LRLR. We do have it on both sides. But, and again, what's the safest play here? What's the absolute safest play? To not press the button until one or the other happens. I'm not doing that, but you could, right? So the safest play is we either take this and then you look for a short. Back down to run this LRLR down to the PM low. Or we come down here and we run this, and then you look for a long to finish running this if it doesn't do it on this push up. Those are the safest plays. I'm not always the safest. What up, Smokey Bear? Smash or pass. Nothing wrong with that, Devin. Nothing wrong with that. What doing, Maxie? He's flopping his ears. All right, come here. Nope. All right. So again, you can kind of see what we're getting there, and this could just this could go to the moon, guys. I mean, the next level up is 56. I mean, it's 9 points to the 9 points higher. So this is why I watch ES and Nasdaq at the same time. I like to use both. I mean, look at the ES here from earlier. Oh man. My stuff disappeared. But yeah. Look at all that trend line liquidity on the ES I was about to mark out. I mean, look at this. Clean. All the way up to 56 there. What was that telling me? I should probably move my target higher. And I'm going to listen to it. I am going to move my target higher here. I'm going to take the opening print at 619. Rewatch the Hot Tub Time Machine movies over the weekend. Yeah, those movies were funny. So, AK, I mean, I'll be honest with you. You could still enter long. FES closes above 47 cleanly here. Then that still could be a long trigger. I know it feels like it's too late, but it really... Yeah, it probably is, but I'm just saying you still could. So ES got a nice close there above 47. Retest, 2 retests. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. $6.18 equal highs on the 1 minute. Nice. Let's go. It's a good target then. Let me see if I have that there. I think above 597 here, you're going to get a little bit of an expansion. 605, 610 pretty quickly. That would kind of be my guess. We're getting a little 90 drama here, which is to be expected. TP at 619, yeah. That's what I'm going for. Do it for the stream. I'm actually kind of considering entering over here on a funded account. Go for like 10 points, maybe. Kind of like it. Yeah, listen, AK, for sure it could. If ES doesn't hold 47, it could come right back down. But I do like that pushback through there. I want to see ES hold 47. Is there any more bullish stocks other than anal? I have no idea. Zaddy, I have no idea. You guys seen that TikTok where the girl is at the doctor? She's like at the hospital and she's like, I shadoodled my pants. And he was like, what? Her boyfriend's like, what? And he's like, she said I shit my pants. He goes, you're not wearing any pants. And she's like, oh. You're not wearing any pants. Let's go, Manny Matt. Nice job. So he is pushing up here nicely. I think 619's on the table. And 616.50 is the opening range high from 9 to 9:15 this morning as well. So we're still right here just in the same range as we were earlier today. $50 felt too little to get me to pay out. Nothing wrong with that, Manny Matt. You gotta stick to a daily loss limit. That's really what you gotta do to protect yourself. I mean, I guess we can do the drawing now. It's 8:30. Exclamation point MM in the chat. You got 3 minutes. You got to stop trading gold. Gold is good in the evening, though. It really is. I mean, it's kind of similar to Nasdaq, right? I mean, you could trade gold and look for 1 to 2 points. I mean, look at this range. I mean, you're telling me that's not a scalper's paradise? How can you get in trouble here? How could you get in trouble here? You see what I mean? Tough to do. Well, of course, this is the move for this evening. So, kind of a bit of a scalper's paradise there. So, we did run all this liquidity, all this trend line liquidity here. Like the stream. Yeah, we're at 100 likes. Let's go. We're going to be drawing for a 50K core account for My Funded Futures. Oh, you oversized on it? Oof. You got to be careful, Manny Matt, on gold especially. I mean, even though it does kind of stay rangy like that in the evenings, like it can still rip your face. It can still bend you over with no lube. Got about 2 minutes, or a minute and 27 seconds left to enter the giveaway. Exclamation point MM in the chat. Gold and silver too volatile? Yeah, for sure they are. What is my highest ranking platforms? I like Quantower and NinjaTrader. Everything else kind of falls below that. If you're talking about prop firms, then Take Profit Trader's number 1. And then like Apex, My Funded Futures, Trade Day, Tradeify, they're all like right there together. Lucid, I don't think one over the others that much better, but Take Profit Trader, probably Apex number 2. Bulanox is up there too, as well. I mean, I like all of them that I trade with. So Take Profit Trader though is number 1 for me personally. I like them the best. Bulanox is the best for upfront costs. So if you're a newer trader, I recommend Bulanox if you're newer because of the upfront cost. Yeah, you definitely can lose trading gold. What happened with Top Step? No, I don't know. Nothing. I haven't traded Top Step in a couple of years. They ate. They are aight to me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Bulanox. I like Bulanox a lot too. The winner is. Holy cow. Morning Bear. Morning Bear, are you here? Silver straight game. I tend to agree, Lena's. I mean, I guess there could be some strategies on it. So, yeah, Morning Bear. I mean, what do you want me to do, Morning Bear? It's a random drawing. I don't know how you keep winning, but Morning Bear is the new TCG Andy. I'm telling you guys. That's the new TCG Andy. Wins every giveaway. Again and again and again and again and again. It's been a couple of weeks since Morning Bear won, so. All right, Morning Bear, hit me with the hit me with an email. Use the same one. I don't know if you wanted my Funded Futures account before. If you did, I'll use the same email. But I need to know the email for your My Funded Futures that you're using. Appreciate you, Morning Bear. Hey, Morning Bear's here every day. That's all you got to do. You got to be here every day to win. Oh. Morning Bear's running a special algo. No, I'm just kidding. Here's the thing. Morning Bear's won like 4 or 5 times and not using any kind of an alt or anything like that. So, how much do you think someone can realistically make a month with 2 TPT accounts? Well, routine, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not about what you can make a month, because trying to set like a monthly goal doesn't really work, right, in trading. Being consistent, taking the setups that make sense to you, that you've back tested, you've forward tested, and sticking to your strategy and your rules, those are the things you really need to go for. Because here's the thing, with Take Profit Trader, it's kind of unlimited with what you can make. They're going to take you live after about $10,000. So the most you really can make in a month is like $20K with 2 accounts. But, you know, I don't know. I wouldn't set a goal on it. I would just kind of take every day as you can. Because here's the thing, even if you say you want to make $100 a day, you might have 6 winning days and then you might have 2 losing days. You know, so who's to say? Call you by the government name again? Yeah. The government name. It's over, Tony. It's over. The bear ate it all. Oh. I'm a little bit tempted to take another, to jump in long here, but I'm going to wait. If we inverse the 5 minute, the problem is the 5 minute has, well, I guess it doesn't. Well, yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. Look right here. What happened on the NQ? Do you see it? NQ has not taken that high yet. So the NQ is not taking that high yet. And the problem that I have with the 5 minute, you got a little bitty gap right there, as well as this gap. So if you're really looking for the inversion on the 5 minute, it's got to be down here, right? And then maybe it'll go there. But I 100% think this is going to push right back up here, because it didn't take it on NQ. And this is where you should be doing your charting at. So had this swept this high would now be protected. And from a theoretical perspective, we would need to make a new low in order to make this a good target. So I still think we get one more shove higher at a minimum. Just got to find a spot to maybe get in. Excuse me. I love minis, Chris, but micros are much better. You haven't been able to channel your live for 2 weeks. Why not, Dylan? You just been busy, or certainly you haven't been blocked. I haven't blocked anybody. I don't know. I kind of want to take a long here, but obviously I'm already long over here, but I'm talking about on another account. Yeah, routine. I'm live every day. I'm live every day. It's been saying subscribers only, but I've been subscribed for a long time. Yeah, I don't know why though, Dylan. It should let you still talk. What up, June? Design in the house. That's weird. I kind of want a long here for a 10-point take profit. Holding that 9 EMA there. Silver just ripped. Oof. Market makers approve of your long? Yeah, maybe. Kind of watching here, considering. I think it should go. All right, I'm going to try it here. I'm going to try long, and I'm going to go stop to break even. Above the high there. So I'm watching the actual NQ over here. So I'm going to go stop to break even above the high. Risking 10 points here, basically. You're in a long routine. Let's go. Again, I'm watching the NQ over here. It breaches 98.75. Stop will go to break even there. NQ did not break it. Come on, pop it through there. Why is NQ holding up there? Come on. Pulling back. Still didn't take it on the NQ. Appreciate you, routine. Yeah. I mean, Patrick knows what he's doing for sure, but... All right, getting a little pullback here. I have to work my way out of this one a little bit. If ES loses a 47, I'm just gonna kill the trade. Won't even mess around with it. ES has to hold that 47. This is a funded account. I think I got 5 accounts linked on this this trade here. Still watching the NQ here. If it breaks that high, I'm going to go break even. Equal highs obviously are not as strong this time of night in the evening. Holding the 9 for now. The 9 EMA. Usually you watch Wes. And today in the PM session, Wes was live. Yeah, Wes changed his schedule, Raul. Wes changed his schedule. He's only going to be live in the evenings, I think, on Sundays, from what I saw. Yeah, it might. Routine. We'll see. Who knows? Little pullback. New 15-minute candle here in just a few seconds. All right, appreciate you, Future Trader. 5522. New 15-minute candle here. We need a wick eater on the 5-minute. Where's Treff at when you need him? We need a wick eater. We need a wick eater. Forced to trade? No, I don't. Bro. Trades are going to happen, right? Because I'm a scalper. You ready to get down? But yeah, I don't feel forced to trade at all. Did you win the giveaway? You did not, Money Viddy. Bear won it. Morning Bear. Morning Bear won the giveaway. About 4 years routine, 3.5 to 4 years. What up, D Shoe? Oh my goodness, I entered this long and then it just decided to stop moving. It's like, oh, Methodical's in the long on the funded account. Let's just chop around now. Let's just chop around. Chop, 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 chop around, chop around. Again, I'm watching the NQ for the break of 98.75. I'll go stop to break even there. Only looking for 10 points here. We're long over here on the eval from 576. I'm not in all 30 plus funded accounts here. We're only in 5, I think. I'm in 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only in 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it just 4? 1, 2. I think I'm only in 4. Yeah, Jack Frost, exactly. They were watching me. Those sneaky market makers. Those sneaky, dirty market makers. ATR in the 2 minutes, 5.5 points, guys. That's insane. So slow. So slow. But you literally just got down. I probably should have just long ES, to be honest. I'm getting like Pat at the BDH. Yes. Does that mean I'm going to be a millionaire soon? MSG. Millie, Millie, Millie. This is kind of annoying. Again, if ES loses 69.47, we'll just get out. 5-minute order block. Is there an order block? Let me see. I mean, I guess I just don't see how we don't break through the 98.75 at least. Like at a minimum, I think we hit the 98.75. at a minimum. But it could just be double top. Could be double top and sell down here. Who knows? Kind of creating a bit of an idiot box here. All right, got 10 minutes till the top of the hour. I don't know. I don't really want to be holding this through the top of the hour, but at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. Gotta do what you gotta do when you gotta do it. Ten minutes till top of the hour. He thinks the MM are always manipulating his trades. They're watching me. Nah. Ugh. I am kind of long, like middle to top of the range up here in this idiot box. Not the most exciting place. It might take it to the top of the hour to do anything. It really might. Again, we're long over here on this account too. This is an eval, but we are long on it. Just watching the NQ here. I want to see it get through 98.75. That's where I'll go stop to break even. Right now, looking like maybe a double top up in that area, but we didn't quite run that 98.75 wick, and I think that's a good target. If we hit the 98.75 on the NQ, we will go stop to break even. Two minutes left on 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle here. Pop it through there. Just pop it through there, bro. Why are you making me hold this trade forever? I'm looking for 10 points, man. Here we go, says routine. Loading up. Loading up. Guys, we need 24 more subs to hit 8,400. Can we do it tonight? Are there 24 people watching? Probably not, who haven't subscribed. But if you are watching and you have an alt account that you haven't subscribed on, please switch over to the alt account. Subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it. Call your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your dog, your cat, your aunt, your uncle, your spouse, your, I don't know, your mistress. Any of them. Call all of them. Get them to subscribe. We appreciate it. Get us to the 8,400 number. Really a lot of indecision candles over here on the 5-minute. I mean, just like no body, all wick. Yeah, get the fridge to do it. Your goldfish just subbed? Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Oracle, I did get the data for that, what we talked about. I forgot to message you this morning. I woke up late. We woke up late. We slept in. 600. Yeah, Brad, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, like 598.75. I mean, I'm looking to just go break even there. I'm only see a little expansion candle through there. But I don't know. Should we just go for the 598.75 and just take it off there? I mean, it's like 5 or 6 points. Feels like a travesty to do that. Yeah, exactly, Lost Penny. Let's go, Christian. Thank you. It is so slow, though, that just taking a few points might be just the play here. Man, this arm is freaking giving me all kinds of issues. Like, I don't know what it is, but sitting in this chair, it makes it worse for some reason. All right, 4 minutes from the top of the hour, guys and girls. All right. All right, there we go. What have I gotten stopped break even? Let me see. 94.50, 04.50 was our target. So let me see. I wonder if I would have got stopped break even. Maybe. Again, a couple of really good options here. Maybe back for the downside, potentially. There is, Dylan mentioned that 5-minute order block. Plus, if you do put in a swing here, that swing high does become protected. Technically. Would we have gotten our 10 points? We would need 0450. I mean, we certainly could have just set the stop to break even and it would have been whatever, you know. There's a 1. It looks like it's breaking out, but it's really not. All right, I'm going to move my stop up now. Lock a little something in on this trade. I'm targeting 619 if you're wondering. 619, let's go. Can it rip it? You don't really want to see this like break back down into that range. It needs to hold outside there. Looks like I might have would have got my 10 points. Who told me to move the stop? You're fired. You're terminated. Get out of here. Permanently terminated. Who told me to move it down? Why do I do those things? $5,000 is like you will get cryptocurrency method, man. I don't know. I don't know what to do with the cryptocurrency. Brad says 624s. I like it. This is not a good candle there. Oh, nah, I don't get any cryptos. We can't do it. She's really not coming back down, AK. Yeah, I mean, if we hold above 47 on the ES, I'm telling you, like, that's why I'm thinking that we might go up. we are building structure kind of above that key level, right? And we got low resistance liquidity up to 56. So it's gonna take a little something for it to get up there, right? That's a pretty big move on the ES. I mean, it could still pull back here and come and run 38 first, or even 35. But my lean is that it just pushes. We'll see. It's just not wanting to go right now. I get 1 ounce of silver. You're short Dylan 602. I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. There's top of the hour. I mean, what you want to see here, Dylan, is you want to see that this swing high on the 5 minute becomes protected. If that swing high does become protected, it needs to create a swing high. So, like, you know, this is an obvious wick inside a fair value gap. So if it creates a swing high here, then this would become protected technically. And the leg that created the high would need to be swept. So this low would need to be swept at that point. Right now, it's not doing it. And obviously, if it closes above here, that kind of nixes that entire idea. But, you know, you can look at it from both sides and try to make a determination. So my target would have been hit right there, I think. Yep, that would hit my target right there. You're not shorting? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. The problem was giving away an account where you can only trade silver. You have a lot of people blowing up accounts. Yeah, that's true. And then here on the 2 minute, this is the level that we're kind of watching as well. That's the last little line in the sand. Close above that 605, 606 area. Probably hits the target at 619. Probably. Kind of a dirty close there. Let me check the 1 minute chart. Yeah, so the 1 minute in the same spot. So we need a 1 minute close above and a 2 minute close above that 606 area. And the 5 minute needs to hold kind of this level that it's at for the next 2 minutes. If it does those things, we'll probably hit that 619 level up there. If it does not do those things, we may push back down. I don't know. We'll see. Oh. You're out routine. Do I trade mini? Sometimes routine on an eval. Well, the close on the 5 minute hadn't happened yet, but it looks like it's going to. If you get a close on all time frames, you get the 5, you get the 2, you get the 1, I think that it's going to be looking good. Mm-hmm. All right, Morning Bear, I got it sent over to them. I don't know if they'll get it to you tonight or not. Probably not, but some point tomorrow. They're pretty quick. They're pretty quick with it. Pretty quick. Guys, remember, today is the last day, or tomorrow's the last day, for 90% off Apex. Use code MYTH, M-Y-T-H. Do not use code MM for Apex. Thank you. Use code MM for Bulenox, 91% off. Tomorrow's the last day for that. So those two sales are going to be ending. Lucid 35% off has launched. 45% off if you're a new customer on your first 2 accounts. Use code MM. My Funded Futures 20% off the Rapid account. Use code MM. Trade Day 40% off, no activation fee. Use code MM. Take Profit Trader 40% off, no activation fee. Code MM. You can get daily payouts on Trade Day and Take Profit. Tradeify, I think they're still 35% off. Code MM. Funded Futures Networks 50% off, no activation fee. Buy one, get one free. Code MM. All the deals. Day traders, if you want to trade them, code MM. So the 5-minute did inverse here. The 2-minute, the 1-minute has not yet. So you just used MM for Apex. Just ain't right. Oh man. Just ain't right. I know it's so confusing, isn't it? So at 90% off, the price the same each month. So with routine with Apex, it is not. With Bulenox, it is. It rebills at 91%. So Bulenox rebill is 91%, $15 and some change for the 50K account. Yeah, it happens all the time though. Just ain't right. That I'm telling you, like whoever's got that code, you know, I've been told they're making more money than I am. It's kind of rude. They're making a living. They're making a living off that code. Yeah, it's Myth, MYTH on Apex. Apex is the only one that is Myth. Every other one is MM. So, Bulenox 100% reputable routine. One of my favorite prop firms. Very little rules. 40% consistency rule once you're funded. Really, you just follow the consistency rule. You can really do anything you want with Bulenox. I've only ever heard of one person ever being denied, and that was probably like a year ago. Someone who built up like a $400,000 buffer or something like that. They did get denied, but other than that, I've not heard of anybody being denied. So, Omnius, I have. Listen, I've been in there with them telling them to fix the code over and over and over. They just haven't. So, yeah, I know, just ain't right. It happens, but it is what it is. I mean, I can't do anything about it. It's okay. Currently, you're only doing props that you have a one-time monthly fee. Yeah, you got some of those out there, Lone Wolf. You definitely do. How the market makers work? I have no idea. I have no clue. I mean, basically, they're just here to wreck you. I don't know. I can't really. I mean, you know, that's just what they're here to do. So, I don't have a real good explanation for that. You know what I mean? What up, Compound Bailey? What are you up to? You changed your name? What was your name? What it used to be? That's what a market maker would say. Oh, why do people say MMs manipulate the price? Well, because that's what I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. I mean, obviously that's what, you know, market makers are supposed to kind of do that, but you know, I don't really know. I don't have a good explanation for it. I don't really think about that. You know what I mean? Slow boy, what up? Long time no see, slow boy. Yeah, I don't know whether you believe in an algorithm, you know, that sort of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So the 1 and the 2 minute has not closed above. Just making sure Bulenox with coded is about $15 a month. Yes. 50K option 1 routine. Dylan, we are about to put in a well, no, actually it's that high is, let me zoom out a little bit. Let me see if that's protected. I got to look on the 15 minute to see. No, not really. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say that might be a protected high, but it's not. I'm waiting to see here if ES can hold the 69.47 level. That's what I'm waiting on. So ES is back to the trend line as well as kind of like the 47 area. Could be another area where you might could buy, but if it breaks down here, and it could break down here. Might just be trying to suck in some shorts, maybe. Maybe suck in some shorts here. And rip their face off. What did I mark out that 605? Oh, that's the top of the minute. You could get another entry here off the 21 EMA. You could sweep the lows of that pivot being pushed up before. I don't know if it will. I'm not sure. It's a tricky spot right here. A little bit of a tricky spot. Let me take a look at oil. Oil's just kind of hanging out. Silver to the moon. A little triple, quadruple bottom there on silver. Gold's breaking out. I'm up $35 on 3-4 of my funded accounts. Four accounts, $35. Nothing crazy. Yeah, still testing the 47 there. I mean, this could be another long entry here for me, but the long entry would be back above 98.50. Do we take it? Well, above 98.50 would be a long here. You have a pretty short stop on it, too. Kind of testing the trend line here as well. ES right back to the 47. All right, ES kind of breaking that, trying to test that 47 there. Is it going to trap some shorts? Is that what it's trying to do? Or are we looking to trap the shorts here? I mean, if it breaks structure here to the downside, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. I don't know if I want to do anything with it. Which trade? The one that I took on the funded accounts? The trigger was this on the ES. So I took the trade on the Nasdaq, but based off the ES level. So ES pushed above and held. So I longed on the push above the 47. It only pushed up 2 points, and now it's trying to reject, but that's the reason why. ES just kind of reclaimed a key level, and now it's trying to lose it. But this trade here was just a, we had trendline liquidity. So this long over here on the eval, I mean, we at the top of the hour here, we got a little wick down, and then we had liquidity resting above. So that was the trade that I took that on. This trade that you see. Or order blocks on lower time frames valid sometimes, Dylan. I would say like maybe 2 to 3 minutes and above ish, you know? Sometimes. Just depends. They don't hold as well, right? Of course, they don't. 25,950, the one that stopped. Oh, you're talking about the short? 25,590. Let me look at my let me see my visual trades. The one at 590 stopped at 590. This one, I don't know which one you're talking about. 25,590, 50. I longed at 590.50. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. If you're talking about the one that I took on Ninja, the funded accounts, I was long from 94.50. We'll see, Team Massive. I don't know. I'm expecting a little bit of a trap here. Oh, okay, good. I have no idea. I have no idea. I was short biased for the push down to 548. We just didn't quite get there. The PM low. I don't even know if I marked out the PM high because I was like, I don't think we're going to get there. Yeah, I did mark it out. It's all the way up at 673. Again, this would be a 2-minute long trigger here. Oh, I doubt it. She's probably not going to give it. Yeah, routine. This could be a spot where you can long. I don't hate it. I don't know if we're going to get any moves. Woo! Neat ES to reclaim that 47 to kind of go here. It did kind of break structure to the downside here. I mean, it could just go. It could. So, man, trying to get 10 points in this action, I mean, like, so horrible. So horrible, guys. All right, we need 21 more subs to get to 8,400. Can we do it? You can do it. Uh-oh, did my internet jip out on me here? Internet's still there. It was kind of getting a little funky for a second there. Right back into the idiot box, guys. We bounced out of the idiot box, right back into it. Still here, perfect. I mean, I could add here. Huh. I could jump in long here on the other accounts. I don't think it's horrible, but it's not the best entry either. I don't know that I want to put myself through that again. Not that you're concerned with the trade, but like you just don't really want to hold it, right? For that long. Don't want to be sitting in it for that long. Let's see. What do we need? How many more sales we need to get to a giveaway? Yeah, we're still sitting at 31, so I guess we still need quite a few. Take profit trader. Yeah, I'm live in the mornings routine, 9:15 a.m. I'm on 9:15 a.m. Eastern until about 11:15 a.m. Eastern, and then I'm over on My Funded TV with Bull Barbie from 11:30 to 12:30. And then sometimes I'll be doing a power hour stream, but I'm going to be on the evening streams from now on from 8 to 10 at a minimum. I was going to start back up the London streams, but it's easier for me to do the 8 to 10 time frame, so that's what I'm going to do. You feel like it's about to go down? It could routine. Like it's a bit of a it's a scenario, a situation where like could go either way, but I still feel okay about my long. Am I doing another giveaway? Not today. One per day, Jose. I'll probably keep the giveaways to like sometimes I'll do them during this time. Sometimes I'll do them in the morning, but it's only going to be one per day for this month, unless I get some other accounts. Lone Wolf, you're in a short. Good luck. Good luck, sir. I think, like, it's what I was talking about a few minutes ago. I think the market is trying to, like, trap in some shorts here. Trying to, like, trap shorts. That's my opinion. I think we're going to the 619. I did look, and the 613 looks pretty tasty too. I could take profit at 613. I might do that too. Like 613.50 looks like a good spot. Well, yeah, I could trap longs too, but I am long from 576, so or whatever. Yeah, so I mean, I'm already in long from way. We say way lower, but not really way lower. I will say this, Lone Wolf. If it does not make a new high here, then yeah, probably going to push down. If it fails to make a new high, or if we get an S&T at the high, that would be of some concern. So if we get a lower high here, that would be a problemo. A higher high would be not too bad. Again, we want to see a close above the 606 on the 1 and the 2 minute here. That would have every time frame closing above. And I would assume that we'd push into the 619 at that point. I'm going to take kind of the low-hanging fruit here and just go for the 613. And what I may do is trail my stop if we get above the high here. If ES and Nasdaq both make a new high, I'll trail my stop up to the swing. Bad Bunny in the halftime show? I have no idea. I don't really listen to Bad Bunny. It's not that I don't like their music. I just don't know a lot about them. I know that they're, Bad Bunny's kind of like Isn't he like a Hispanic singer? I don't even think is his music in English? I don't even know if it is, to be honest. I don't think it is. I could be wrong though. You guys can fill me in. Fill me in. Spanglish, that's what I speak. Hola. Me llamo Alan. Okay. I know that his music is played at a lot of sporting events and stuff like that. So. I speak the Spanglish, Raul. I do. You got the Rams winning it all? That'd be nice. We got some Georgia boys on the Rams. Some Georgia boys. Needs to push here. Let's get above the high. I mean, we're 8 points away from my TP there. No double top. Dylan, I was not upset, and this is the reason why I'm much more upset during the season if we lose a game, because that can keep you out of the playoffs, right? But at the end of the day, you got to make the playoffs to give your team a chance, right? You gotta be in the playoffs to have a chance to win it all. And so, the fact that we made the playoffs, I'm happy with that. So like, I'm not one of those like unrealistic fans who thinks that you're going to win the national title every year. Like, look, in my lifetime, we won in 1980. We didn't win again until 2021. So, like, or 2020. I don't even know what year it was. I think it was 2021. So, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we're going to win every single year. And as long as you give yourself a chance, right? Let's get into the playoffs. Let's give ourselves a chance. You're going to eventually win one. You're going to eventually take one home. So that's kind of the way I look at it. So, kills on high 624. Have a neutral Spanish accent. I can get it going over here, Raul, if you want me to. Let's go, routine. Nice trade. But yeah, I wasn't that upset with it. I was more upset with how stupid we played. Like, you know, going forward in your own. I'm not a huge fan of fake punts. I'm not a huge fan of going forward on a fourth down. I'm a much more conservative person when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'd rather just punt and trust my defense, you know, especially when you got the lead. Just punt and trust your defense, but I don't get paid the big bucks. I'm an armchair quarterback, and that's why I'm here, and they're there. All right, looks like we're going to close above on the 1 and the 2 and the 5. It gives me pretty decent confidence that the 613 should be hit. Did ES make a new high here? ES did not make a new high yet. So I'm not going to move my stop up yet. I need ES to breach that high, not double top. Dun, 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 dun. Well, the thing about Kirby is, I think Indiana will probably win it. I think they're going to be tough to beat. But I am pulling for Miami because they have Carson Beck. Again, I'm not a delusional fan. I think Carson Beck is a good quarterback. Anybody who says that we were better without him last year is just stupid. Like, no. I mean, we led the nation in drop passes. You know, like that's the difference between it being 3rd and 3 or a first down and being 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 10. Of course, you're going to throw more interceptions on 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10 than you are on like 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, or a first down, right? So, Smart did come out and say that 4th and 2 play where we hiked the ball and we got sacked, and it looked like nobody knew where we were going to hike the ball. He said that we were not supposed to hike the ball there. That was not a play. We were trying to draw them off sides. That was like, I was going to say, like, if he called that was going to be like the dumbest call ever. Right? So stupid. But it just happens. Smash the like button. Let's go, Josh. Appreciate you. So again, as soon as the ES makes a new high here, I'm going to trail my stop up below this swing here. Might trail it to 590 if ES makes a new high. So right now ES has not made a new high. Nasdaq did. Little shooting star over here on the 5-minute. Almost a Harami. Is it going to turn into a wick eater here or not? ES is pulling back here off that 49 level. Little double top action. Who would win in an arm wrestling match between me and Wesley? Probably Wesley, because my shoulder, I have a broken collarbone right now, and I've been sleeping on this shoulder, and so this shoulder hurts a lot. So probably Wesley. If I'm able to put my weight into it, maybe I can get it. I think so, Dylan. How'd I break it, AK? Well, so we had I was the coach of the baseball team, and we had like a game of like 6-on-6 with some parents and coaches mixed in, and I was on first base, and I tried to steal second base, and I tripped over my own. There was a big hole in the ground, and I tripped over the hole. It wasn't my own feet. I didn't trip over my own feet. It definitely wasn't my own feet. And and I never got my arms out in front of me, so I landed on my shoulder. And at first, I thought I just bruised it real bad, but because I didn't know that you could break your collarbone on this side. I thought you could only break it here, but yeah, so it's broken over here where it connects to the shoulder. And I didn't have any health insurance, so I had no health insurance, and so I just I don't know, just kind of been ignoring it for the last few months. but I have private health insurance now, and so now we can get it done. Are we all friends after what you sent on Discord? What'd you send? I don't even know. What did you send? Are you a Bucks fan? Is that what it is? You're a Bucks fan? I don't hate the Bucks. I'm all right with the Bucks. Even though they're in the same division as the Falcons. Don't lose hope. You're in at 585 short. I mean, if you're in at 585, as long as you're sized correctly, I would wait to see the reaction at 619. Because, like, if we zoom out, right? The only thing that is a little scary, I mean, a really good push-up target might be 635. But I maybe would wait and see the reaction at like 619. And also, you're in one micro but low drawdown. I got you. Also, Team Massive, just keep in mind, Lambo is also short, and he definitely does not bot his channel. He has 1,300 people watching him. He definitely does not bot his channel, and he's currently short, and he's got 790 winning trades. So you're in good hands, brother. You're in good hands. Oh my goodness, this guy bots his channel all the time. It's so crazy how he does that. I don't know how you get away with that. That's a good reaction there, though. That is a good reaction. I don't know how people bought their channel like that. It's so funny. You closed your over leveraged shorts. Let's go. Long full port. Don't do that. Oh. Those are not real views, guys. I'm sorry. Like, he's so funny because, like, I hate to keep bringing him up, but, like, he thinks that these are real people. Like, I'm sorry. If you got 1,300 people watching you, your chat is going to just be, it's just going to be going. You know what I mean? It's not going to be, not moving at all. Now a red candle is overdue. Yeah, I agree, AK. I agree. I mean, like, I think he gets out of this. I do think he gets out of it. Most likely. Have the drawdown, then made it back. Let's go. Dangerous thing to do, though. Yeah, chat not moving. Exactly, JM. I mean, like, just literally, like, you know, those are bots. He's like, hey, wherever you're from, please subscribe, please like. Those are bots. I'll tell you this, though. I mean, a lot of people do that. I don't do that shit. I've never botted my channel. I've never botted my channel. And I know it's him doing it to his own channel because he botted Wesley a couple of months ago, if you guys remember. He came into Wesley's channel and demanded that he block Design Knob. And he said, if you don't block Design Knob, I'm going to bot your channel. And sure as shit, just a little bit later, Wesley had like 5,000 people watching his channel. Because botting your channel is not good. It's not, like, I think he thinks that it helps his channel because he's like, oh, I got 1,300 people watching. But it hurts your, it doesn't, it hurts your channel in the algorithm. And also if YouTube catches you botting your channel, then they'll ban you. So ES did make a new high there, so I did move it up to the next little swing there. Stop. Lock it in, whatever it is. 14 points. It feels like we've been in this trade forever. Feels like we've been in this trade forever. Rip it! Do we go for the 19? What do you guys think? Nah. Let's just take our 25. That's about a 40-point winner. A 40-point banger in the Asia session. You can't ask for much better than that. I'm trailing tight here. I'm not going to let this... really? You're going to one-tick me there? It's rude. Really rude. There we go. We'll take our 40-point banger. Let's go. What up, Red Williams? You think 650? Yeah, I think 635 is a great target too. If you are short, see how price reacts to this level here. I mean, that's your next level up. See how price kind of reacts to that. If you get a bearish reaction off that, that'd be good. So... market's very slow. This is kind of typical, right, though, for this time of the evening. What are we at? 60. That is a pretty tight range. 66-point range, and we took a 40-point winner? Let's go. It's pretty hard to do. Yeah, yesterday was pretty nice, but usually you get that on a Sunday, right? Usually you kind of get that on a Sunday. So we are up $91. I'm going to have to disconnect this connection right quick and reconnect. Let me do that. I'll pull this over so you guys can see what's going on while it's reconnecting. There we go, pretty quick. So we're up $91 on this account. I did start a new account that I'm going to be trading with you guys. It is an eval. We're going to try to take it to funded. Once we get it to funded, then we will trade it. We'll trade the funded account then in front of you guys too. But we're up $91. And then on the funded accounts, we got 36, 36, 35, 34 on 4 of those. Nothing crazy. Just a little base hit. Just a little base knock. So you can kind of look and see, like, this is what we took that funded trade off of. You can see the ES tried to break structure there. Nasdaq did too, a little peeky-boo below, right? A little trap we talked about, and then boom, boom. So the next level up, I mean, this thing really could just continue to grind. We marked this out before the market even opened based on Mancini's levels. I do have those levels in my Discord if you want to see them. He says a sweep below 43, test 38. Now you can see we didn't quite make it to 38. We got to 39. Recovery of 47 is your long trigger. And you take it level to level. So level to level, you would be long 47, stop at 40, or take profit at 56, maybe scale along the way, stops at 43. Never in the red on the trade pretty much. Easy peasy. Now I don't take trades off his levels per se, but what I do, I like to structure those levels with my levels and my targets on the Nasdaq, and I'll sometimes trade ES, mostly Nasdaq though. That 601 candle was trash. What do we have at 601? This one here? No, wait. Where's the 601? Oh, right there. That one. A little push up and then a sell down. I mean, here's the thing, guys. A lot of times in the evenings, I mean, if you pay attention to this, this is what the market does. It just generates liquidity, right? I pay attention to this a lot. Generates trend line liquidity, and then at a top of an hour, which you can see right here at the Asia open at 8 o'clock, what did it do? It just ran that upside liquidity. Even though my target was down here at 548, it just didn't get there. Stayed in a wedge, in a little channel, and then it just runs that liquidity at the top of the hour. Does it all the time. Happens every single night. If you can identify where the liquidity lies, then it's much easier to take a long or a short based on those locations. It's something that I use every single night. Very, very simple. Now, what are we doing to the upside here? Look at all these touches. Touch, 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 you know. So at some point, whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, we're going to run down through that. You know, I don't know when. Who knows when? But at some point it will. Previous day high is more likely than previous day low. Yeah, most likely. Push down to 601. Oh, that little dirty trap lower. Yeah. That's a little stop grab, right? That's a little stop grab. Just a little grab lower and then rip higher. A lot of times the market likes to do that, right? And I watch for those little trap candles, right? So if we look down here at 8 o'clock, look at that. See that trap candle? I was short there. I was short there. Trap candle there and just boom, off to the races. Well, a turtle race, but a race nonetheless. Sometimes before hitting liquidity, the market decides to go in the other direction. That's why you got to wait, Red Williams. Exactly why you got to wait. You can see like right there, that push lower. That's that trap, right? Oh, I'm going to run it lower. Nope. Back the other way. And again, I was short there. I had my stop at this swing. I think I moved it just above this 15-minute. Yeah, there it is. Just above this 15-minute range. And then I waited for a little bit of a pullback. Not a big one. We took a little heat. So I stopped out here, and then you can see my entry long there. We got in with 2, so we took 1 off at 10 points. Or actually 6 points at this swing here. And then we let the other one run for 40 points. So and this range that you see here, this range that I got marked out in this orangish color, this is your high and your low from 9:15 a.m. this morning. So if we go back from this morning, you can see between 9 and 9:15, I like to mark out the high and the low. Because look, you can see this, how this level is, how this range is kind of respected. We open up, we push out of it, we come right back into it. I mean, we just continuously revisit this range. You know, obviously in a trend day, you'd probably be out of this, but in chop days, consolidation days, we just stay in that range. So it's important. 545 to 550 area first, yeah. Your version of an A+ setup is a sweep of the session low, changing the state of delivery entry longs. Nothing wrong with that, Devin. It's the high and the low rod between 9 and 9:15 a.m. Eastern. So it's before the market opens. It's the last 15-minute candle before the market opens. That's the one that I mark out. I also mark out the first 15-minute range of the day. So you can see the 15-minute opening range after market opens is the green line and the white line. The darker red line is the hourly range. So the 15-minute and the hourly on the downside were the same. And then you had the 15-minute and the hourly. You can see how we just stayed in that range all day. We literally stayed in that range all day. We're still in it. So the market's just consolidating here until it kind of breaks out of this range in one direction or the other. Gonna be tough to do anything. And not to mention, we still have open interest lower. You got to think, we still have the new week opening gap, which is going to be filled at some point this week. Very unlikely that this is left. Probably tomorrow or Thursday, you know, we're going to run this. I mean, look at that. That's trendline liquidity there. Back to the downside. Like, you just have you have a little bit more open interest, in my opinion, to the downside than you do to the upside. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to go higher. I'll show you a couple reasons why we could potentially just go higher. So if we look from today, we inversed the 4-hour. So you see, you got a big 4-hour gap here. We closed above it. So that leads you to believe we're going to push up into the 800s potentially. And then the hourly, same thing. We inverse the hourly to the upside. Now, we got a pullback, but not quite to 50% of the leg, not quite to OTE. So I think at some point, I don't know when, we might push back up and balance this hourly, come down here, get this out of the way, and then go up here. That would kind of be my lean. Doesn't mean that's what's going to happen, but that's what I would think. So, but short term here, I do think we're bullish into the 630s. You know, that's kind of balancing that that hourly gap. And there's a nice wick sitting up there at the 630 level. If we zoom over here and kind of look, you got this wick here that's sitting inside a fair value gap right here. Be a nice little draw on liquidity. So this is what I was talking about here. Like, if you're short, you don't want to see this. This is not what you want to see. This does not look, it's not looking soupy. It's not looking like it's anything bearish at all. So if you're short here, that's a bit of a scary candle. Again, 635, probably the next level. And we'll go from there. What up, futures trader? Can't sleep? That sucks. That sucks. That's kind of what I'm thinking, Rob 630s. The problem is, like, it's a guess, you know? It's a guess. We don't know. I mean, like, trading is guessing, but it's an educated guess based on what we see on the chart. So I like to look at the 1 hour, the 4 hour to kind of get bias. If you were on My Fund and Futures TV today, I thought we were just going to go up. I didn't think we were going to pull back at all, really. Now, I said we could, you know, we can pull back, and obviously we did, right? I mean, obviously we did. We inversed the 4-hour and the hourly up here, and then we still pulled back. But still wasn't even to 50% of the total range. So, and that's kind of the way it goes, right? You can know the draw on liquidity and still lose money. Because just because you know where it's going, eventually, you don't know when it's getting there, you don't know how it's getting there. So, nice little push. Exactly, Team Massive. 24-hour stream, Pine? No, you're crazy. Pine, how'd you do on your stream today? How'd you do today, period, with all that chop? The 5-minute inside buy failed. So, 6:24 p.m. kills on high? Yeah. And again, I mean, maybe you get a bearish reaction here. I got wrecked on that inside buy today, Pine Tree, but we'll take it again tomorrow, see how it does. You're thinking yesterday opened 642? Yeah, I do think it probably goes down. I mean, we're kind of pushing up into that hourly, but it doesn't have to, right? It doesn't have to. 900 on the funded, down 1,000, up 1,000 on another. Oh, let's go. Not bad. It's not a bad day at all. Gaps may be unfinished business. However, Larry Pesavento, trade what you see. Exactly. And that's what I do. Oh, you made it on gold? Nice. AK, I don't know whether I'll enter another trade. I will be leaving at 10 o'clock p.m. Max needs to go pee-pee. He's over here staring at me. You need to go pee-pee? Yeah? Come here. So I have to take him out in a minute. Sammy says, roll tide. You're blocked. Let me get the block button. I don't block anybody, but Sam's on the blocking. He's on the blocking chop. No, wait. The chopping block. The blocking chop. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's out of here. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Thank you. All right, what do you guys think? Does Lambo get out of his short? Does he get out of his short? I think he does. Although he isn't kind of heavy already. He's in a mini. 10 micros. I think he gets out of it. It's not just going to go straight up. So, massive 635 is going to be your stop. I mean, if you're still short, I think you should probably put it a little higher than that. My opinion. Not financial advice. Short gold 4467.9. Let me look at gold. Let's take a peek. I actually like it. Top of the range. I don't know where the VWAP is. But top of the range, right? In the idiot box. It's just kind of a range play. I don't mind it. I mean, probably, you know. That's what you're getting. I don't hate that. Bit of a range play. Silver to the moon, making a new high here, potentially. It did make a new high. Oil is kind of grinding. Nasdaq holding that 5-minute trend here to the upside. You can see how I had this marked out on Nasdaq here. Using the 5-minute chart. 685 would blow your account. Oh, okay, I got you. I don't know that it goes to 685. I mean, I could be wrong. VWAP target 4455.7. I like that. I mean, that's kind of middle of the range, right? Middle of the range. I think that's all right. I'll probably go break even back below that 4459.1 wick. Yeah, I don't mind it. Silver is so wild. Willing to hold to 650. I mean, I would see what happens at 635. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we get there, maybe we don't. But have you DCA'd at all, Team Massive, or are you still in one micro from the 585? They keep building ledges for the creep up. Yeah, the thing is, when it goes down, it's going to be an elevator, it looks like. Looks like when it goes down, it will be an elevator. But who knows? Still just in one micro. Yeah, it's okay. So you're down, what, 40 points? I mean, somewhere around there, 22 plus 15. Yeah, you like 40 points. That's not bad. I mean, for a micro, it's okay. Yeah, not too bad there. All right, Raul. Yeah, I'm probably going to be hitting the exit button here in a few minutes anyway. I just kind of want to see what happens at 6:35 if it gets there. That 21 EMA, as soon as it crossed here, that's kind of been the buy spot, right? 21, 21, 21. The red line is the 21. Just kind of rode that 21 all the way up. Pretty decent price action tonight, even though it's a tighter range and it's slow. Still pretty decent price action. Yeah, exactly, Devin. Probably, I think Wednesday or Thursday that'll get hit. Still waiting to see the responses. Yeah. He was telling you about your 100% win rate strat in the last 30 days. You lost today the first time I traded it. Listen, Pine Tree. You already know, brother. I took a trade today on my funded accounts, the opening range trade that I told you about. It's won 7 days in a row, and I took it today and it lost. So I took it on all 30 funded accounts, and it lost. Of course. You know, it's just the nature of the beast, right? The one day you take it, it fails. But you play the percentages, come back tomorrow, take it again, see how it goes. See how she goes. YM just went straight up today, though, right? Or at least this morning, very early. I don't even remember what you said your strat was. I can't remember. But it did just go kind of straight up. I don't even have a YM chart open. Let me open a YM chart. I've never looked at YM. Never. I've never looked at YM in my life. What's the ticker? YM? Oh, look at there. YM is actually automatically on the chart. Is this YM? Is this it? Oh, look at that. Look at that open this morning, straight up. Let's see how YM looks on the 5-minute. Again, I never even looked at YM. All right, we got a nice little bridge potential setup here. A little bit of a bridge there. Yeah, let's keep an eye on YM just for funsies. Set it and forget it? Yeah. YM's up every day. What's the consensus? The consensus is it ain't moving. I guess YM's not really moved tonight either. What is it? 70 tick range. So how much is YM? It says $5. Is that $5 per tick? Or $5 per point? It's got to be a tick, right? Yeah, routine. Nice little long there. I mean, you have no way of knowing it's going to continue up, though, right? It's a tick. Oh, look at there, guys. Top of the hour. Rip it to 635. Come on, go. Go, go, go. I'm not in it, but I still want to see it rip to 635 and then come back down. I wouldn't mind seeing it soup the 635 level. There is an hourly gap there. There's an obvious wick there. It could be a little soup area for little points. Could grab a few points there. Could grab a few points. If you guys are new here and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for me. It's free. It's free. We do appreciate it. There's no decimals in YM, so I call them points. I got you. Yeah, it just says, I guess, so like, what's a point, though? So like 258 to 259 is a point, I guess, is what you're saying. But a point is just a single tick. So 40 ticks is $200. Yeah, that's right. What up, Rod? Man, I thought we were about to get that push up there. Just didn't do it. $5 every tick. Yeah, I got you. That's not too bad then. I'll have to check. I mean, I'll take a look at it tomorrow. I don't remember what you say your strat was. I think you said buy low, sell high. Does that sound about right? I think that sounds about right for Pine Tree. Buy low, sell high. Although typically Pine Tree likes to buy high and sell low. You know what I mean? That's the way he likes to do it. He likes to. He only streams to lead people to his OnlyFans. That's the only reason that he streams. Routine, I think so, but it's definitely going to be jumping it up here. How are my accounts doing? Not good. We lost $400+ today on the funded accounts. Had a trade copier issue, but I'm not going to blame it on the trade copier. I'm not that, it is what it is. I was down $90 when we had the trade copier issue. So yeah, we took a $400 bullet to the face, and for that reason, I was going to copy all 33 at one time. I'm going to change that up now, and I'm going to copy them in blocks of like 5 at a time, because the copier, for whatever reason, seems to function much better with 4 or 5 accounts on it as opposed to 30 to 35 at one time. I don't know why that is. I haven't had so many problems. Like, this copier's been smooth for the last few months, and then the last couple of weeks it's just been terrible. So that's your bread and butter. Yeah, Rod, well, the key there is not to blow the accounts, right? Let's just keep it small, get back to the base hits, and eventually we'll get there. I was looking to make a little more per account, but so I'm using Replicanto, and I don't want to blame Replicanto because like other people are using it and they had no issues with it. But what it basically is doing is I've got a bracket set up. It will hit the target and not take me out of the trade. And so then, like today, that's what it did. I was in 10 micros on a specific trade, and it hit the target and didn't take me out of the trade. So then I have to panic and bring trade evade up and go into each individual account and exit the trade. By the time I did that, I had lost several $100s. So, but I don't want to blame Replicanto, but I am going to lower it down to 4 or 5 accounts per block. And if I continue to have issues, then I'm probably going to make a change. We'll see. My antivirus needs to be updated. You want me to give you remote access to my PC? And it's a clean version of Ninja Trader and a clean version of Replicanto, because I deleted everything and reinstalled it because I was having that problem. And it's still doing it. So, but tonight I only got 4 accounts on it, and it worked fine tonight. I moved my stop. I was able to enter and exit. It worked just fine. So, I don't know. Avast will screw you up if it's not updated. Yeah. Well, I do have, like I said, I have access to the affordable indicators copier. I could use that, and I may use that. We'll see. So, not sure. Guys, we need 17 more subs to get to 8,400. If you guys have not yet hit the subscribe button, do that for me. Again, Apex 90% off will be ending tomorrow night at midnight. Use code MYTH, M-Y-T-H. That is the only prop firm where my code is MYTH. Every other prop firm, the code is MM. Do not use code MM with Apex. It will go to someone else unless you're trying to support the other person. Code MM for Bulenox, 91% off. Also ends tomorrow night at midnight. So, you made 600 betting the NBA, risking 200. Pine Tree. Come closer, Pine Tree. Come closer. Come closer. Vegas always wins. Don't do it, brother. That's a great bet, but don't get into it. They know more than you do. I'm telling you. Oh. It will use 5x. Oh yeah, you're up 1,500 for the season. I knew you had taken other bets. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I know Pine Tree far too well. So, Rod. So my thought process with the 30 accounts is like I don't even think of them as 30 accounts. I just take a trade, and I treat it as one account. You know, that's kind of the way I do it, and I've been doing well with that. I don't like to like separate them and trade them separate, but if the copier's not going to act right, I almost have no choice. So, yeah, I don't have antivirus on mine's MSG. It's clean. If it goes to 0, you're done. 1 micro at a time. Well, Team Massive, yeah, 1 micro at a time. Listen, I don't know where you're at in your trading journey, Team Massive. If it's your first eval, just take it slow. 1 micro is fine. Don't even concentrate on passing it because you're not going to pass it. Statistically speaking, you're not going to pass it. So don't even worry about passing it. Just worry about getting experience. And if you're kind of tight with money right now, don't even use an eval. Get a sim account. Open Ninja. Get a sim account on Ninja. Use that sim account. Pound that sim account. Get a strategy that works, that's working for you, whether that's scalping, whether that's kind of a intraday swing trading, whatever the case may be. Find a strategy that works for you, then move into some money. You don't have to risk money at first. So take note, we'll have a free account tomorrow for you. So you have a plethora of failed ones. Yeah, I mean, there's no Team Massive. I'm telling you from experience, there's no point in spending money. If you're failing eval after eval, don't spend any more money. Go back to the sim account, perfect your entries, your exits, your strategy. Don't gamble because you can be a sim millionaire and that's not going to make a difference, right? So don't gamble. Treat it just like it's a funded account or a cash account. Now, if you're a person that has to have something on the line for it to be able to mean something to you, then fine, use an eval. But if you're not and you want to just get the trading in to get the experience, to get the chart time, to see how price action moves, then don't spend money. There's no point in it. I spent $35,000 or so before I figured out how to trade. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. So, my cousin Husk Williams, he's another streamer here on YouTube. He spent less than 2, right, before he kind of got into his groove and figured out what worked for him and things like that. So I wish I had someone kind of, like over my shoulder, like, hey man, go to the sim account. I just didn't. So, if I had, I would have definitely not spent near as much money. So we're in the green now, so it all worked out, but you never know, may not have been. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. I'll be back tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. Eastern if you want to watch on the stream here, and then we will be on 9:15 to 11:15, and then we'll be on My Funded TV from 11:30 to 12:30 with Bull Barbie. If you're not yet hit the subscribe button, please do that for me. Hit the like button as well. And we'll be back tomorrow, probably 8 to 10. I'll probably stick it to this time frame, 8 to 10 tomorrow. Maybe I'll get on a little sooner, but I think I'm going to go with the 8 o'clock hour. So appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.
Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading isn't for the weak, so stay in the fight. Inversions rise, Hirami fall. Stay cautious, don't let your capital stall. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes her cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect your